No filters, no apologies, just real conversations where we learn, we laugh, and we level up. This is Party's Over. Externally, I wanted to look a certain way, but internally, I wasn't happy. I've had so many procedures, so many treatments, more than I can count. I had to learn what a narcissist was when I realized I was married to one.
You've reinvented yourself, and now you're on a new chapter and a new journey.
I like to incorporate a little bit of my story as well on the show, but I'm also interested in learning other people's stories. I want the viewers in my show to walk away feeling great about themselves, feeling empowered. No filters, no apologies, just real conversation where we learn, we laugh, and we level up. Party's over, my friends. And now it's time for Call It, where we take a real life situation, set a clear standard, and give you the rule. If you like honest conversations about relationships, boundaries, and modern etiquette, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Today's Call It is, if someone's words and actions don't match, should you keep trying to figure it out? No. No.
Not at all. Like, actions speak louder than words.
And talk is cheap. So we can listen to somebody talk and talk and talk. And if their actions don't match, which I've been in this situation, actually, I was in this situation recently with someone. And so I was seeing this person and the words and the actions never matched. And why waste your time figuring it out?
In any situation, even say you're in a situation with like your employer and they keep saying they're going to give you a raise and they're going to give you better hours, and over you like go talk to them and they say, no, we're going to do it. Well, 2-3 years goes by and they haven't done anything and you haven't gotten like a bonus, nothing, those actions are speaking louder than whatever words they're telling you. You make your decisions based on people's actions, not based on what they have to say.
I agree. Don't ever listen to somebody's words if their actions don't match.
Watch them.
Yes, because they're not being sincere. And so many people future trip and then they just love bomb you. And if their actions aren't matching, then it's fake.
But like, even I think it's so important to see this even outside of romantic relationships, because I think like people think like actions speak louder than words in romance, but I think that applies to every part of your life, not just your romantic life, even your friendships. Like if somebody says something and they're just like, oh, like I'm so loyal to you, I'm this, I'm that, like I would never like talk about you, but then they're like talking about you,
then their actions aren't matching their words. And be careful for people that do say that, like, oh, I would never do this and I care about you so much and I would never do that. Because a lot of times those people are talking about you and backstabbing you.
Like I was in a situation where, somebody was treating me very poorly, a friend, and repetitively just treating me horribly. And then they'd be like, no, I care so much about you. I want the best for you. Bullshit. You don't want the best for me. Like if you wanted the best for me, you'd be nice to me.
I agree. So they weren't being nice to you?
No.
How can they not be nice to you?
People are assholes.
Oh, poor Veida.
I know.
Did you cut?
Snip, snip. Cut. See you later.
Have you ever stayed in a situation because you were trying to figure them out? Tell us in the comments. What gave you clarity? If the relationship creates ongoing confusion, that's your answer. The right connection feels clear, steady, and consistent. If this resonates, share it with someone who needs a reminder to trust the pattern. And don't forget to like and share. Clarity is the foundation of healthy relationships. Hi, it's Sandra. I wrote From Bullshit to Botox because somebody had to say it out loud. Fillers, facelifts, the whole obsession with forever young. I go there unapologetically. So if you've ever wondered what really goes on behind the beauty industry's polish, then grab your copy. The link will be in the show notes. No filters, no apologies, just real conversations where we learn, we laugh, and we level up. This is Party's Over. Externally, I wanted to look a certain way, but internally, I wasn't happy. I've had so many procedures, so many treatments, more than I can count. I had to learn what a narcissist was when I realized I was married to one.
You've reinvented yourself, and now you're on a new chapter and a new journey.
I like to incorporate a little bit of my story as well on the show, but I'm also interested in learning other people's stories. I want the viewers in my show to walk away feeling great about themselves, feeling empowered. No filters, no apologies, just real conversation where we learn, we laugh, and we level up. Party's over, my friends. And now it's time for Flag It, where we spot the patterns that tell you what's really happening in a relationship. If you like honest conversations about boundaries, behavior, and emotional health, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Today's Flag It is, if someone shuts down or disappears after a disagreement, are they taking space or avoiding the issue?
I mean, are they coming back or did they ghost you?
I feel like if somebody shuts down for a little bit after a disagreement, they're just taking space.
So I think it's really good to take space. I actually am a firm believer in taking space. Like, if I am upset at something and really angry, I have maybe, I don't know how to describe it, a scathing tongue. Maybe that's... and this sweet face can get really mean really fast when crossed. So sometimes, for me personally, it's better after a disagreement to disappear and breathe and regroup and come back to the situation. Otherwise, there could be a time where maybe I say some really horrible things that I don't actually mean, but I can get really mean quickly. So I think it depends on the person. But this isn't like taking space isn't disappearing forever. Taking space is like, going for a jog or like going for a run or like go to dinner with your girlfriends. Not like I'll see you in 2 weeks.
I think that disappearing after a disagreement is healthy.
Yeah. It's like you could...
So you don't say things that you don't mean and take the space. I don't necessarily agree that it's avoiding the issue.
I think it's almost getting to the issue and not causing more issues by saying something you don't necessarily mean in the heat of passion.
But we would love to hear from our viewers. So tell us what you think in the comments. Do you think that disappearing after a disagreement is taking space, or do you think the person's just avoiding the issue? We would love to hear your thoughts. Have you ever been in a relationship where someone disappeared or shut down after conflict? Tell us in the comments how it affected the relationship. If conflict always leads to silence instead of repair, pay attention to the pattern. In healthy relationships, you work through problems. If this resonates, share it with someone who's dealing with emotional withdrawal. And don't forget to like and share. Strong relationships are built on connection and not avoidance. After chasing perfection for years, I got hit with a heartbreak no concealer could cover. From bullshit to broken hearts is my story. It's my honest take on love, loss, and coming back stronger. Aging may wrinkle your skin, but it will never wrinkle your spirit. Get your copy today. The link will be in the show notes. No filters, no apologies, just real conversations where we learn, we laugh, and we level up. This is Party's Over. Externally, I wanted to look a certain way, but internally, I wasn't happy. I've had so many procedures, so many treatments, more than I can count. I had to learn what a narcissist was when I realized I was married to one.
You've reinvented yourself, and now you're on a new chapter and a new journey.
I like to incorporate a little bit of my story as well on the show, but I'm also interested in learning other people's stories. I want the viewers in my show to walk away feeling great about themselves, feeling empowered. No filters, no apologies, just real conversation where we learn, we laugh, and we level up. Party's over, my friends. And now it's time for Call BS, where we take a common belief and separate the myth from the reality. If you like honest conversations about healthy relationships, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Today's Call BS is, if a relationship is right, should it feel effortless all the time?
Ish. If that makes sense. I feel like it shouldn't feel like a vortex of chaos, right? But it also isn't going to be perfect all the time. You're not going to have a perfect relationship for 60 years. You're going to have some nonsense. But I think overall, it should feel effortless, like the majority of the time.
Well, I feel like the relationships, even if it's the right, perfect relationships, always require some sort of effort.
Exactly.
Like you can't just skate through and not put any effort into your marriage.
100%. Yeah, I agree. But don't you think like the majority of the time it should feel effortless? Like 50%?
Well, I don't know
51%?
because you put a lot of effort into your marriage.
Yeah, I am like a generally nice person.
But you do put a lot of effort in. You're great to your stepkids. Like you put a lot of effort in. So I feel like if you weren't putting that effort in,
maybe the effort shouldn't feel like hard work.
But it's still effort.
Yeah, this is true. No, you're right. I'm circling back. I agree with you. You know what? You won the case. Sandra wins the case. It should not feel effortless all the time. That is a myth.
That is a myth because
I am conceding.
Every relationship requires effort.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
No,
if you're not putting effort in, it's not going to work.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. It does. You're right.
Okay.
I was wrong.
So
I can admit it when I'm wrong. Sandra's right. I'm wrong.
Do you think people expect relationships to feel easier than they actually are? Tell us in the comments. What's been your experience? Healthy relationships aren't effortless. They're mutual efforts that feel worthwhile. Ease comes from teamwork. If this resonates, share it with someone who believes real connection means showing up. And don't forget to like and share. Strong relationships are built, not found. Hi, it's Sandra. If this show is hitting home for you, don't keep it to yourself. Hit like, share it with a friend who needs to hear it, and help us get Parties Over show in front of more people. Your support means so much to me and the Parties Over team. No filters, no apologies, just real conversations where we learn, we laugh, and we level up. This is Parties Over. Externally, I wanted to look a certain way, but internally, I wasn't happy. I've had so many procedures, so many treatments, more than I can count. I had to learn what a narcissist was when I realized I was married to one.
You've reinvented yourself, and now you're on a new chapter and a new journey.
I like to incorporate a little bit of my story as well on the show, but I'm also interested in learning other people's stories. I want the viewers in my show to walk away feeling great about themselves, feeling empowered. No filters, no apologies, just real conversation where we learn, we laugh, and we level up. Party's over, my friends. And now it's time for Been There, where I share a real experience from my own life and the lesson that came with it. If you like honest conversations about personal growth and self-awareness, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Today's Been There is a work experience that completely changed my professional philosophy.
Do tell, Sandra. I'm very curious.
Okay.
Inquiring minds want to know.
1997, I was working for a mortgage brokerage company across the street from my ex's house. And this is when we first met. We weren't married, we weren't engaged, we were just barely dating. And I worked for this person for a few years. I was in the mortgage industry for 4 years at this point. And I worked really hard. I was this person's top producer every single month. And one day I went into his office, I sat down with him, and I told him that I think I deserve a 50% commission split. Because at this point I was getting a 40% split. I didn't get a salary, everything was commission based. And I'm the one that's making this man rich.
Yeah.
So I felt like I deserved 50%.
Yeah.
He looked at me straight in my face and he said, no. And I thought, okay, it wasn't even up for discussion.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a conversation where, oh, we can think about it. Let's see how you do for the next 90 days. If you're still the top producer, I'll consider it. Anything, even like a sliding
Yeah.
scale where if you hit this number, I'll give you 50%. He just flat out said no. So I, in turn, went to my ex's house later that day and told him, I'm going to start my own company because I'm tired of making
Yeah.
this person so much money. I was 26 years old at that point. I did not have money saved because I always spent what I made. But I had the knowledge, and I knew at that point that I could do it, and I had the confidence, and I had the connections. So we had this conversation, and he told me, look, I have money saved. I don't like the business that I'm in. I've always wanted to get into the mortgage space, but I don't really know much about
Yeah.
it. If you bring all the knowledge and help set up the company, I'll fund it. And that was it. A year later, we were open, and in 1998, and that's how it all started. So that work experience totally changed my professional philosophy, because at that moment I realized if you really want to get ahead in this world, you can't do it by working for other people. It's never going to work. I knew at that moment I have to have my own business.
Excellent advice. Round of applause.
Thank you, Vita. Have you ever had a work experience that completely changed how you approach your career? Tell us in the comments. What did you learn? Growth often comes from the moments that challenge your assumptions. When something at work feels uncomfortable or difficult, ask, what is this experience trying to teach me? If this resonates, share it with someone navigating a career shift or leadership challenge. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because the lessons we learn at work often shape our biggest successes. Hi, it's Sandra. Thank you for watching Party's Over Show. We are always looking for ways to improve the show, so I want to hear from you. Drop a comment and tell me what resonated, what you disagreed with, all of it. Your feedback shapes our show, so don't be shy. Tell us what's on your mind. No filters, no apologies, just real conversations where we learn, we laugh, and we level up. This is Party's Over. Externally, I wanted to look a certain way, but internally, I wasn't happy. I've had so many procedures, so many treatments, more than I can count. I had to learn what a narcissist was when I realized I was married to one.
You've reinvented yourself, and now you're on a new chapter and a new journey.
I like to incorporate a little bit of my story as well on the show, but I'm also interested in learning other people's stories. I want the viewers in my show to walk away feeling great about themselves, feeling empowered. No filters, no apologies, just real conversation where we learn, we laugh, and we level up. Party's over, my friends. And now it's time for Tea Time, where we look at the cultural messages about beauty and aging. If you like honest conversations about what actually works and what doesn't, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Today's Tea Time is Under Eye Cream's Miracle Solution or Expensive Hope.
So this is interesting that this is coming up right now. I just had a really interesting experience with this. So I would say about 8 weeks ago, I was at the dermatologist and I kind of wasn't paying attention to what was being told to me. So I bought this new under eye serum. Okay.
Okay.
Just focus. Okay. So I bought this under eye serum and they told me to use it every day. And I think I didn't hear the part where that didn't replace my eye cream. Okay. So for like a month, I was using only under eye serum and no eye cream. And I was like, why do under my eyes look so bad all of a sudden? Like, this is so weird. I have like these dark circles under my eyes. And then I was like, wait a minute, Vita, you're not using eye cream. You're only using serum. So, yeah, as an experiment, I accidentally did a scientific experiment. Under eye serum and creams work, but the creams work. You can't just use serum.
So are the cream taking away from your dark circles?
Yes. 100%. Like, I didn't do it on purpose. Like, it was a complete accidental experiment because I was forgetting to put the cream on because I thought the serum was a cream.
Okay, so does the under eye cream have caffeine in it, or
I don't know what it has.
or does
in
it have like a bleaching agent in
It's
it?
a Zia. I mean, I have it.
So it must have some. Do you think it has some kind of a brightening?
We can look it up.
Let's look it up
Yeah,
because
let's
this
look it
is
up.
really important for our viewers because we want to see like what eye cream you're using,
Yeah.
which
So I
one
use
works.
Zio eye cream. Okay, let's pull it up. I use Zio Intense Health Intense Eye Cream.
Okay, and
is
tell
I'm
us what
using.
ingredients.
Okay. The ingredients are product ingredients: water, caprylic triglyceride, butanol glycerol, there's a lot of ingredients.
Okay, so we don't know what all
we
this
don't
means.
need to go through all of these.
I'm
It
just
is a
curious
lot.
if there's
Yeah.
a bleaching component in there
I mean,
because
look
there's
and
something.
see. Is there anything bleaching in that you know of?
Well, it has citric acid, sodium, lactate. I don't know.
Yeah, all I know is that I didn't use it for a month and I'd been continually using it for a long time and I stopped using it and there was a huge difference
Yeah.
in not using
So
it.
I agree. I use eye cream as well, and I notice a difference if I don't use it. I wouldn't say it's a miracle solution, but I also wouldn't say it's an expensive hope.
I think it's a necessary maintenance product.
Yes.
I think it's basically like moisturizer. You have to use
Yes, you
it.
have to use it, but I would say it's neither. However, there are laser treatments that 100% work. So if you have an eye under your eye, like an issue
Yeah.
where you're it's a really dark circles, there are laser treatments that work really well. One of them is the CO2, and then there's some other lasers that work
But
for
you would
that
still
same
use
issue.
the cream
But
on
you still
top
have to
of
use
it.
the cream. So if you're
Don't
somebody,
do what I did. Don't forget your cream.
right, but if you're somebody that has extreme like dark circles, there are laser treatments, and under eye cream is not going to take that away if they're super dark. I don't think.
I'll say this. I mean, my circles were pretty dark.
They were?
Yeah. I mean, I also get kind of hollow when I get too skinny. But I
Okay.
wasn't in a skinny phase 8 weeks ago.
Okay. So
So,
maybe her eye cream,
yeah.
which is
So-
Zio,
Yeah, I think the eye cream.
it's a really good one.
yeah, it's a great eye cream.
Not sure if it's a miracle solution or an expensive hope. I don't think it's an expensive hope.
No, definitely
Definitely not.
expensive
But
hope.
as a complete
A
miracle,
miracle, like
I would say that's a little extreme, but we'd love to hear what you think as well. So please leave a comment so we can discuss. What's been your experience? Tell us in the comments. Have eye creams helped or felt like wishful thinking? Good skincare supports your skin and doesn't replace medical or structural solutions. If this helped you reset your expectations, share it with someone who's investing in their skincare routine. And don't forget to like and share. Smart beauty decisions start with realistic expectations. Hi, it's Sandra. Spill It is by far our most popular segment. So if you have a question you want it answered on Spill It, this is your chance. Send your questions to spillit@sandralenasilverman.com and we might just answer it live on the show. Remember, no topic is off limits, so ask us anything. No filters, no apologies, just real conversations where we learn, we laugh, and we level up. This is Parties Over. Externally, I wanted to look a certain way, but internally, I wasn't happy. I've had so many procedures, so many treatments, more than I can count. I had to learn what a narcissist was when I realized I was married to one.
You've reinvented yourself, and now you're on a new chapter and a new journey.
I like to incorporate a little bit of my story as well on the show, but I'm also interested in learning other people's stories. I want the viewers in my show to walk away feeling great about themselves, feeling empowered. No filters, no apologies, just real conversation where we learn, we laugh, and we level up. Party's over, my friends. And now it's time for Case Closed, where we bring a real-life situation into Parties Over court and deliver the verdict. If you want honest conversations about trust, boundaries, and relationship dynamics, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss on what's coming next. Today's case: if a partner hides spending, debt, or major financial decisions, is it really about money or something deeper?
I mean, how extreme are we talking? Right?
Well, it's where they're saying major financial decisions.
Okay, so major is a big deal. But I don't think you need to share how much every single purchase costs with your spouse.
I agree.
My husband really doesn't need to know how much a Celine skirt costs. That's irrelevant to him.
Almost every woman that I know who's married hides their shopping from their husband.
It's just
I don't
part
know
of the
anybody
game.
that doesn't.
Yeah, it's weird if you don't.
Yeah.
If your husband, you know what I've noticed? If your husband wants you to have bags and all the things, there's something weird about your husband. If I never bought another Birkin again, my husband would be screaming at the mountaintops for joy. These dudes that push the designer bags on their wives, it's they have little man complex. It's weird. It's they want to parade their wife around in their little trophy bags. It's weird.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's a thing. There's these guys that the wife doesn't want the Birkin. The guy's going into the store and getting the relationship because they want to be look, my dick's big because my wife has a Birkin.
I didn't even know that. Seriously?
Oh yeah, it's a thing, and it's so weird to me. It gives me the ick, so bad.
I think it's bad if your partner is hiding spending in a bad way. If they're using the money on gambling or
drugs,
prostitutes or drugs or
even hiding financial issues, right?
Yes.
Say you're in all this debt and you don't see the bills and you have no idea you're living in debt. That's really bad.
Oh, that's happened to a
That's
close friend.
so bad.
That happened to a close friend of mine.
Yeah.
He hit so much debt, and then all of a sudden it came to light where they were basically bankrupt and she didn't even know.
Yeah, that happens a lot, I think, and that's really scary, and that's a serious issue.
I think it happens more often than we think.
Yeah, and I don't necessarily think that the husband hiding the debt is a bad person. I think he's just
Protecting.
and sad. He's probably embarrassed.
But
too.
sometimes it is something deeper.
Unless it was from something bad.
Yeah.
If the debt was from being a drug addict, that's really bad.
Well, drugs, gambling.
Yeah.
That sort of
Exactly.
thing. And if you're going into that much debt,
then it's
then there's a deeper issue.
But if it's just somebody that say they hit hard times and didn't hit their sales goal or something.
That's different.
And they didn't have the heart to tell their wife they couldn't go to Disney World. I feel
that's
for
different.
this
We're
guy.
talking about
Yeah.
major
I
financial
feel
decisions.
I feel for that person.
Yes. And we want to hear from all of you. So tell us what you feel in the comments. Have you ever discovered something financial your partner kept from you? Tell us in the comments. How did you handle it? When someone hides financial reality, they're not just managing money alone. They're removing trust from the partnership. If secrecy continues, financial separation and possibly relationship separation may be necessary. And don't forget to like and share, because when financial truth is hidden, trust is already in the red. Hi, it's Sandra with a little reminder. If you like the show, hit subscribe right now. New episodes of Parties Over every single week. No filters, no apologies, just real conversations where we learn, we laugh, and we level up. This is Party's Over. Externally, I wanted to look a certain way, but internally, I wasn't happy. I've had so many procedures, so many treatments, more than I can count. I had to learn what a narcissist was when I realized I was married to one.
You've reinvented yourself, and now you're on a new chapter and a new journey.
I like to incorporate a little bit of my story as well on the show, but I'm also interested in learning other people's stories. I want the viewers in my show to walk away feeling great about themselves, feeling empowered. No filters, no apologies, just real conversation where we learn, we laugh, and we level up. Party's over, my friends. And now it's time for Worth It or Waste It, where we look at what's really behind the price tag. If you want to invest wisely in your skincare, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Today's Worth It or Waste It is medical grade skincare, better results or just better marketing?
So I only use medical grade skincare, and I have been told by medical professionals who have absolutely zero skin in the game, right? It's not their companies, they're not making money off of it, that you're wasting your money if you don't buy medical grade skincare.
I agree, unless somebody has like amazing genetics. I mean, there are people out there that have amazing genetics.
There is an exception to this. There's an exception to this. Like, I think like CeraVe and things like that, where like they're drugstore brands.
But they are medical grade.
Are they? Okay. Yo, you're right. They are
think
medical grade. You're absolutely right. They're just not
as expensive.
as expensive.
So you can actually purchase non-expensive medical grade skincare. But there always will be an exception where you have this person that has genetically the most amazing skin in the world that uses oil of Olay.
No, you're right.
Or soap.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. There's always that one person.
There's always that one person. But in general, I would say medical grade skincare is the best and you're going to get the best results. I don't think it really has anything to do with the marketing.
It's also cheaper a lot of times. Like you can get medical grade moisturizer for under $100 and La Mer's like $400.
Yes.
So it's actually cheaper a lot of times to get the medical stuff. People just don't realize it because they get scared because they have to go to a doctor's office to get it.
But you can get medical grade at the pharmacy.
Yeah. Or online even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't always have to go to a medical.
Yeah, don't let the term medical grade scare you.
Yes.
You don't need a prescription for medical grade skincare.
But we think it's better. You get better results, but there's tons of marketing for all kinds of skincare products. Yeah. And I would just stick with more medical grade if you can. Do you use medical grade skincare? Tell us in the comments. Have you noticed a difference? Worth it when the product contains proven ingredients and is recommended for your specific skin concerns? Or waste it if you're paying for branding instead of formulation. If this helped you decide, share it with someone building a smarter skincare routine. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because effective skincare is about strategy, not price. Hi, it's Sandra. Are you a brand that wants to connect with our amazing audience? Exciting news! We have limited sponsorship spots open for brands we'd be proud to recommend. If that's you, we'd love to talk. The link is in the show notes. No filters, no apologies, just real conversations where we learn, we laugh, and we level up. This is Party's Over. Externally, I wanted to look a certain way, but internally, I wasn't happy. I've had so many procedures, so many treatments, more than I can count. I had to learn what a narcissist was when I realized I was married to one.
You've reinvented yourself, and now you're on a new chapter and a new journey.
I like to incorporate a little bit of my story as well on the show, but I'm also interested in learning other people's stories. I want the viewers in my show to walk away feeling great about themselves, feeling empowered. No filters, no apologies, just real conversation where we learn, we laugh, and we level up. Party's over, my friends. Welcome to the after party. Spill it, where we answer your questions and nothing's off limits. Listen to this one. I feel like every time I go out with one of my really good looking friends, she gets special treatment. I know I'm not the prettiest in the room, but lately this has made me feel some type of way. Do you think pretty privilege is actually a real thing, or is it just something people say?
Oh, it's totally real.
It's 100% a real thing.
It's absolutely a real thing. And I think that it resonates into literally every aspect of life.
I agree.
I think that being attractive does help women and men get away with some things on a daily basis. And I think
I agree.
people psychologically forgive more attractive people easier.
And it's not fair, but
It's not
that's
fair,
just
it's
the way that it
horrible.
works. I mean, from getting a traffic ticket to a job offer,
Oh, yeah.
a pretty person's going to get a job over somebody unattractive any day of the week.
And I think that there's also a little bit of backlash to it because I know that I have been in some situations where I've gotten into some mild altercations just living my daily life. And I think it was backlash of somebody who wanted to be mean to me because I presented attractive. Like, I think that happens too. I
It
think,
happens a lot.
like, I was at the airport, literally. So I'm boarding this flight with my daughter. Okay. And it's like a commercial regular flight, right? Like nothing fancy. Okay. We're all going to the same place. And my husband was like a little further ahead of us because he was a different boarding group. Okay. So they asked me, it was on Southwest, and like you have like a number, like so everybody has to go on a number, right? So I was like A35, and the person before me, or like the person right after me, was like, "Oh, is your daughter A34?" And I was like, "No, she's like A40." They're like, "Well, then she needs to go back." And I'm like, "No, my daughter's 7.
And she's 7.
She's going to stay with me." And her father is like A3, so he's going to get on the plane first. And the guy and his wife are like, "No." And I go, "It's fine, don't worry about it." So then I had a blanket for my daughter. I had like a fan, like, you know, like the little like Chanel phone case things. I had that on and a carry on and a purse. And then my daughter had her blanket and a backpack and a carry on. And they're like, "You guys have more than 2 items each." I go, "It's my 7-year-old's blanket." So now the guy is like scaring my poor daughter. She's like, "Mommy, we need to put it in the suitcase." I'm like, "Don't worry about this. It's fine." So anyway, we're walking and the guy's like flipping out. He's like, "I'm just warning you." So I give my boarding pass. I give my daughter's boarding pass. We get on the plane just fine. And then this asshole goes to the guy checking us in and he goes, "I guess the rules don't apply to everyone." Like, are you kidding me?
That's crazy. I mean, these things happen all the time.
I mean, insane, right?
And before the show started, I was just telling Vita a scenario where my friend just got this amazing opportunity with the developer, and he's asking her to be the head person for the project. She is responsible for hiring all of the salespeople and the support for the project. So, of course, she hired her friends who happened to be extremely attractive, but very good at their jobs. Fast forward, his wife calls her on the phone last week and says, "You are hiring way too attractive people. There are too many. There's 5 of them. They're all super pretty. I do not want them in this office unless they are dressed conservatively. I don't want them looking at my husband. I don't want them really communicating. Everything's done through you." And what are you going to do if somebody acts inappropriately? And my friend, of course, was like, well, they would be fired right away. You don't have to worry about that. But this woman's even worried.
Yeah.
Obviously, her husband cheats
And these
because
women
she wouldn't.
haven't done anything
And
wrong.
because her husband obviously cheats on her, because otherwise she wouldn't be reacting like this. And these poor women are really good at their jobs.
Yeah.
They just happen to be super attractive.
No, and then like the other thing with it is like when people, if you are attractive and they're like, oh, well, she just got promoted because she's attractive. Like, no, she got promoted probably because she worked really hard. That's why she got promoted.
But it's always an issue. So
Yeah.
yes, pretty privilege is an actual real thing.
And there's pretty backlash. Too.
Yes. But we would love to hear from our viewers. So please write in the comments section. If you appreciate honest conversations about confidence, image, and what really creates lasting value, subscribe and share Parties Over, because real advantage is more than appearance.